Hi, I'm Ellie. I'm a Senior Adoption and Change Consultant, and I'm here to talk to you about how important adoption is in gaining that return on investment from Copilot. So you've created a really compelling business case that showcases the potential for return on investment that you could get with M365 Copilot, and you've made the decision to invest. Now you need people to actually use the tool in order to realise that return on investment, and this is where adoption comes into play. The adoption journey for Copilot may look a little bit different to those adoption change journeys that we've seen in the past. And there's some really key differentiators to call out here. First of all, it's not just a new tool, it's a brand new way of working. We're asking people who in some cases may have been completing a task on a daily basis for the past few years to suddenly think differently about how they complete that task. It's also different to putting a new tool like Teams meetings, for example, in front of people and telling them this is the tool we're using for meetings now. The adoption for Copilot is a much more personal and individual experience, and there's a higher element of choice in whether you use Copilot or not. Setting expectations from the outset with Copilot is really key, and there's a few layers to this. Firstly, you want to get across to people why the investment in Copilot was made. What was that potential for return on investment that you saw in the business case? This is really about setting the scene, showing people how the investment in Copilot leans into your wider organisational strategy, and also how you see it fitting into your current modern toolset. Secondly, people may have preset expectations on what Copilot is, and you need to really carefully manage that message and understand that people are really clear on what Copilot is. Copilot can enable us to have more efficient meetings, help us find information quicker, and kickstart that creative process. However, human skills will always be needed for the end result. Remember, it's Copilot, not autopilot. Finally, you want to set expectations around the learning journey, as people may need to invest slightly more time than they maybe did when they were learning how to use tools like Teams or Planner. Learning how to prompt AI is a brand new skill, and so showing what that learning journey looks like and what individuals will get out of each learning moment up front is really key and will go a long way towards ensuring adoption. Now, I could speak for hours on how to ensure successful adoption of Copilot, but I'm going to break it down into 5 key principles that we should think about when we're getting started. Firstly, get your leadership team on board and committed to helping drive adoption. As we've mentioned, the use of Copilot is a more individual and personal experience, and we found when working with customers that if the use of Copilot isn't being reinforced from leadership at a team level, then adoption drops significantly. To get them on board, you'll want to talk to them about the business value realization work that you did in the business case, and work with them to apply that potential for return on investment to their specific KPIs to get them interested and involved. Secondly, the importance of peer-to-peer communication cannot be understated when it comes to Copilot. Think of how impactful champions can be, and think about how we've already spoken about the fact that our adoption of Copilot is very individual and personal to us. And that means that the great prompts that people are using and the successes people have, people don't know about them unless you actively share them with your networks and talk about the success that you've been having with Copilot. So make sure to get those champions, super users, and natural influencers that you see around the office and on your communications channels on board and advocating for sharing success. You want to get the message across that the investment in Copilot is really an investment in your people, and you're really helping them to get set up with those future-ready skills that we all need. We're seeing more and more organisations talk about the fact they want their employees to have AI skills, and learning to prompt with Copilot will help set people up for learning to prompt with any AI that they come across. So essentially, if you're not doing it for any other reason, do it for yourself. As a bonus recommendation, we'd also recommend exploring gamification in your adoption journey for Copilot. Think about what the behaviours are that you want to encourage and how could you reward those. Could we explore giving rewards for training completion, such as badges that go towards people's professional development? And what about having a leaderboard for sharing useful prompts, getting people to submit and upvote prompts they find the most useful to encourage that culture of sharing? Immersive experiences can also be a great addition to the adoption journey and a way of injecting some fun into the whole experience. Like our AI escape room powered by M365 Copilot, giving players a unique way to get to know Copilot and learn how they can use it across all the core tools. Ultimately, M365 Copilot is a significant investment for your organisation, and getting that adoption change journey right is key to realising that potential return on investment that you outlined in your business case. These 5 principles are a great way to get us started in thinking about what successful adoption can look like. If you'd like to learn more or you'd like to discuss your Copilot's adoption journey with us, then get in touch. Thanks for watching.